Ruddy, frustrating after we'd worked so hard to get back into it. How do you analyse that?
Yeah, the result's very frustrating, but the start of that game's nowhere near good enough. There's moments in that game that aren't good enough. There's things we spoke about in the week, like the third goal, balls into the box, you have to mark players and not space, and that hasn't happened. The lad's got a free shot from 10 yards, so very frustrating. Spells of the game are all right, decent, which we managed to get back in the game, which is a positive, but we can't start games like that and give teams at home 3 goals like that.
We did really struggle in the first half an hour. What do you put that down to?
Yeah, we did. I think a bit of credit to them. They got lads into areas of the pitch, but there was times where we had 5, 6, 7 lads ahead of the ball, and they kept breaking on us, and we were absolutely wide open, which can't happen. Good players, average players punish you, and at times in the first half, I think we were lucky to be 2-0. There was a Sam Lavelle was 2v1 in half a pitch, and thankfully he's done brilliant to not let it, to prevent a chance. But yeah, I think we were just wide open. And we have to take responsibility for that, and players on the pitch, need to be onto each other a bit more to get organised, get set, and some of the recovery runs were a jog at times, and that's not acceptable at any level of football.
Change the shape at half-time, was that to try and get a bit of control back in the middle of the pitch?
Yeah, we spoke about doing it halfway through the first half, and actually for 20 minutes or so in the first half, the second part of it was actually a bit more positive, momentum turned, we got into good areas, obviously got the penalty in the goal, but yeah, that was just to get Luke on, to go 2 up top, because we wanted to win the game of football. We were still 2-1 down. So yeah, that was just formation change, match them up, and try and get another foothold in the game.
Once we got the second goal, just at the start of the second half, it looked like it was only going to be us that would go on and win it.
Yeah, and I think at that point in the game, we were on top. Credit to the lads for getting back in it, staying with it, getting back to 2-2, but you can't be 2-0 down at home and expect to come out with anything. And credit to them, they got themselves back in the game, but that's not acceptable. To concede the third one the way we did, like you said, at that point in the game we probably are on top, with a chance to go on and win the game, but you can't go on and win the game when you let concede goals like that.
All 3 disappointing. There was shouts for offside for the second one. Have you managed to watch it back?
It's very, very tight. I've seen all 3 goals back. The first one's shocking. He dances past 2 and 3 in the box. The second one, we have possession of the ball in midfield, give the ball away and we're wide open. Not good enough. And then the third one, we don't stop the cross, and then we don't pick up players in the box, same as the Andy Cook one last week. Learn from your mistakes, surely, but we haven't.
Good for Charlie to get off the mark.
Yeah, very good. I'm delighted for him. He's been feeling it. Loads of finishing practices in the week, and he's looked really sharp and lively. And the penalty gives him a bit of confidence. Second one's a good finish, and yeah, delighted for him.
Want him to just go on and score a load more now.
That's the thing for Charlie, yeah, and he's more than capable of doing that. Take away the frustration from today for the result, and he's got that in him. If we can get him in and around the 18-yard box with the amount of crosses we put into the box, but some of the crosses and deliveries and final third bits need to be better, and him and Luke will get more goals, and Georgie Kelly when he's fit. If we can get him in and around the 18-yard box, he will score goals if we can get the quality into him right.
Dan and Terrell missing, are we closer to working out what's the problems with those?
Yeah, Dan had a scan in the week, and it's not come back good. He's going to be 6 to 8 weeks, so he's going to be a little bit longer term. He's gone back to Bournemouth for a bit of treatment down there with their facilities and staff. Terrell last week in the Bradford one just refelt the hamstring when he came off, so he's just a week or 2. He's not anything long term. It's his hamstring again from the Bradford one. So yeah, hopefully another week or 2 we'll see him back.
Just finally, potentially that was your last game in charge. How have you found it overall? I know you wanted to get more points than we have.
Yeah, not good enough. 3 games, 3 defeats, all by 1 goal. So are we so close or are we so far away? We've tried to help the lads. We've tried to do everything properly. Performances have been okay in spells. I said it last week, okay is not good enough. We need to be miles better as a group, as a staff, as a club, to start turning results around and kicking on from here.